Good afternoon and welcome to West Coast Model Battleships. I'm your host Dave as always, and we're going to be doing part 2 of my USS Arizona 1/200 scale review. It's made by Trumpeter, and yeah, let's dive down there and take a look at the last bit of frets, the photo etch, the barrels, and the little figures that come with it. So we'll be right back as we dive down. Okay, we're back. We're going to be starting off with fret A on this one. This is more of your superstructure, the one level where the case-mated guns are, and all that. You got the little box that goes there. It's not included in the 1/350. The detail on these is excellent. There will be some removal in this area here, along through here and this. The Revell kit and the 1/350 kit get this wrong. These are open case mated, so that means that the gun is actually in there. You do not see the little round hole, portholes in there. This is actually covered with canvas on the real ship. The venting is all on this one. In here, all the portholes have rings on them. Very good detail on that. I do not see a lot of flash on these. There may be some molded on ladders that you will have to remove to replace with photo etch. But overall, that one looks very well. A few injection pin marks on the back, but you won't see those. Pretty good. Okay, let's get to Mr. B here. This is fret B. This one has your funnel tops, and all of your splinter shielding, plus your struts for the hull and the props and the shafts. This one also has your rudder, more splinter shields, and I don't see a lot of flash on this one. There will be some cleaning as usual because there is some pin spots on the outsides here. The nice thing is you don't have to worry about cutting out your funnel. It's already pre-done. A lot of this will not require photo etch if this stuff's still good and is accurate to your liking. Funnel has all the detail on it. I know Revell and the Trumpeter kit tend to get that ladder that goes at almost a 45-degree angle. That's wrong. How are you going to climb a ladder that way? Those ladders are perpendicular, straight up and down. Here's the top. There's more of it. The struts look good and heavy. I don't see a lot of flash on this. Good crisp detail. It's even got the small little supports already on there that may save you some time with photo etch. Your choice. Let's move on to C. And now we're starting to get into the main superstructure, the forward superstructure on this ship. Looks good. Don't see a lot of flash on here. They actually have the conning tower is correct with this shape here, right there. These are correct. Don't see a lot of molded on stuff that will have to be removed. There, like I say, there is some molded on ladders that you'll have to file and sand to get them off so that you can do some photo etch on there. There's not a lot of flash. They have the struts, the supports underneath is expected. Good flag bags to drill your holes in and mount the easy line is what I use for your flags. But overall, that looks really nice. Okay, let's move on to the next one, fret D. And this one has some of the other good stuff. Here's Brian's Mickey Mouse, or no, this is the forward. This is the little conning tower up top. There is a molded on ladder that will have to come off here. These were the gun directors were. Good detail on the front here. Even the molded on hatches seem to have a lot of good detail in here. Here's your Brian's favorite things, his legs for his tripods. They do feel sturdy. Your choice if you'd like to replace them with brass or not, but they are sturdy. Here's the little booms that come off the forward fighting top. I'd recommend replacing those with photo etches else, and along with all your molded on plastic ladders here. They're just not worth it. They don't have any detail on them. It looks kind of hokey. Otherwise, there is all the supports are on the bottom. This is the bottom of a fighting top. Even underneath here, where this little leg goes, right here, there's a lot of little detail underneath there and supports. That's probably going to save you a lot of time instead of doing photo etch. Your choice, again, if you want to do it. I definitely replace these. But otherwise, there's not a lot of flash, good detail. Okay, this one is E. Now there's some small covered up parts that I left covered here so I don't lose them. But here's some more parts of the tripods. This is looks like the rear one. This is done in 4 pieces, or the main one is done in 2 pieces, and the other 2 there. It has the supporting underneath. This is what they referred to as the bird bath up top. It's on there, and it does have supporting underneath it. And then so there's the other part of the other fighting top, bottom. All the little supports are underneath there are good to go. They look actually pretty good. Underneath here looks like some small little triangle parts, very small. So that's why I left that on there. Make sure you check it out if you decide to do this kit to make sure that those aren't broken. They look a little fragile. Okay, then we come to part F. Part F is your catapult, your cranes, and some miscellaneous other stuff. I would recommend replacing these also with photo etch, the catapult right here, and the cranes. They are open. I mean, if you can't afford the photo etch kit, these are going to work great. They are open, got some detail on them. No flash I've seen so far. There is some little marks on these little pin things here. There's a lot of these little pins. They're going to have to be taken off very delicately for your part. Good detail here. I can see some grooving in the vents, some screenage. Good little thing to highlight. Pretty good. Not bad. I did notice that all the little reels on this kit, they all have pre-done hose or cabling on it to show some highlight and depth on that. It's your choice if you want to redo that for sure. Bring that out some more with some wire or easy line or whatever makes it easy for you. Okay. These two are the same. And this one is, let me find it here. I guess I didn't, oh, they're right on it. G. G is 2 sets. And it's more of derricks. That's I believe these go on the deck. There's another one here with some really small, tiny parts that I elected to leave on. Look like some vents and some other stuff in there, along with all this other small, really small stuff. The gun directors have all the hatches on them. They could be accented a little more with some photo etch, or if you prefer to remove them and put photo etch on there, be a lot better. These are the 2 little bird baths that are on the deck by the rear tripod. The 1350 kit has you putting them on the deck. They are it is elevated. It needs to be off the deck. There is a little place to come up, and then there's ribbing underneath. These were installed, but the guns were never put in place at the time of the attack on December 7th. But overall, good little detail on here. The derrick looks alright. There's a little pipe there. Another one here, 2-part. You're going to have a seam line on these, both of these. Looks decent. Like I say, not a lot of flash on this kit, for sure, which is kind of awesome. A lot of little pins, though. You're going to have to be careful on these little pins. They're everywhere. On this little one, this one, this one. I see them constantly. I don't know why Trumpeter decides to put all these pins on here. Almost everything over here has a pin on it, too. Kind of strange, but each to their own style, correct? Okay. I have a fighting top open here. So this is the fighting top that comes with it right here, and it does have all the detail on it. The little lined areas on the around the windows are on there, and this does. I would recommend, maybe because of this, I would definitely put some plastic after you get it painted before you seal it, and put some clear plastic or the canopy glue inside there to make some windows. And they're so small that you're not going to really see the difference in the decks. Some people recommended putting a deck inside here along this line here to show that it's actually separated. Here is the top, has all the proper grooving and actually the little grooves on top. And this one I believe is for the bird bath up top. So there's 2 of these that come with it. And there's, like I say, no flash. They did take it off the bottom, which is kind of nice. You have to be careful there not to break the edge when you cut this. But that otherwise is pretty good. Okay, comes with 4 black propellers, screws. They do have the proper angles on them, so those will have to be done. Or you can try putting brass ones on there. There is several manufacturers out there that actually sell the proper brass props for the ships. If I can find the link, I will put it in here. If not, you can Google up Prop Shop. I think it's called the Prop Shop. Has some. So those are black. They're sturdy. We come to some clear frets. Hopefully they'll pick these up. So mostly these are your searchlights, lenses, and everything else that go in there. There's 2 of those. And there's quite a bit actually. These even be the searchlights themselves. They need to be painted on the outside. These 2 here. And then the lenses are in there. The planes, the 2 float planes that were assigned to the ship, are in clear plastic. And they do have quite a bit of detail on them. The prop does have those little pins on it. It will have to be taken care of. Don't see any flash. The floats look nice. Not bad overall. So she had 2 of those, and there's just 2 frets of that. I think that is it for the frets on that. There is 2 here. These are the gun barrels for the 5-inch 5-inch 25s, I believe those were. I would recommend replacing those with photo etch ones. They actually are the wrong size or wrong length in there. The kit does come with some aluminum turned barrels. These are actually incorrect length. I would recommend getting these ones. They are of the proper length and all that. If you want to try to compare one. So they're a little short compared to the other ones, the kit ones. These are 14-inch 45 guns. So there we go. You can see they're just a tad bit short. These ones have a little more detail on them than the ones turned on here. Good for having another project. So I'd recommend those. It does come with some limited photo etch, which is kind of nice. It has all the railing that is required for the ship. 2 of them. Actually, I think there's a few more in here. There's 2. 2 of them in there for your railings. And then it does come with a small, really small accessory part that has the booms that come off the forward fighting top and some of the other stuff that's required. Like I said in the first video, I recommended the MK1 detail upset. A little expensive, but it comes with just about everything you will need for this. And finally, it came with some small rubber figures. There's 4 of these in different poses and everything else. Your choice if you want to use them. They're actually 3D, which is kind of cool. But thought it was kind of funny that they were rubber. So that is it for this kit review. Hopefully I've covered everything. The photo etch and stuff comes in a separate box. There's several little containers inside the box that have all this stuff. If you plan on doing this kit, I do strongly recommend, like I said in the first video, getting Paul Stilwell's book. Excellent reference material. Great. He's probably got some of the most photographic evidence of the ship through its history. Shortly after December 7th, when the ship was technically struck from the Navy's registry, a lot of the documents for the Arizona were destroyed, which is a sad part because we can't figure out things like, were the turret tops red, were they not? That debate will go on forever. So, but this is my review of the 1-200 Trumpeter USS Arizona kit. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, questions, please hit me up. I'll be glad to answer what I can for you, or hopefully steer you in the right direction to get them there. And on that note, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, whenever you watch this. And this is Dave with West Coast Model Battleships, and I'm out of here.